Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It is time for an awful night of football. I'm your boy, JFace907, and I'm here with my broadcast partner, Charter. How are you doing?
Doing good. Ready for some awful football tonight.
This is going to be a great game, I feel like. It is Zcar and his Arizona Cardinals versus Saran and his Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, I'm sorry. He took the rap out of his name. He's now the Sarantics. That's his new gamer tag, so that's pretty cool. Rondé Moore is going to start off taking the kickoff back to roughly about the 21-yard line there. Not quite where you want to go when you're taking a kickoff, but hey, it happens. So what exactly are you looking for out of the Cardinals here in this opening possession, Charter?
Well, they have a pretty good quarterback in Kyler Murray, and it's going to be real interesting to see if he chooses to use his mobility. He's got some good legs. Unlike past Maddens where you couldn't run at all behind the line of scrimmage, now you can. So let's see if he gets a little cheesy with Kyler Murray.
All right, well, we're starting off in pistol here. Man in motion, that looks like Rondale Moore. Ooh, a little window dressing there. James Conner gets the handoff, only about 4 yards, but hey, when it comes to getting in front of the sticks, that's just what you want to do. A good 4 yard gain on first down.
Well, as Booger McFarland likes to say, let's establish the run.
I think we're going to see a lot of running from the Cardinals here with all that playmaking they've got in their backfield between Connor, Kyler Murray, and then the gadget player, if you want to call him Mr. Rondale Moore.
Yeah, they've got some great receivers and Hopkins. See if he gets involved there. They got some good players.
Oh, not what you want to see there on Kyler Murray's first pass. Probably a good 3-4 yards missing the crossing route there. The Jaguars did bring pressure, but still, that's not what you want out of your quarterback on his first throw of the game.
Yeah, it's that darn accuracy slider. RFF likes to bring it down. He wants to get it down to about 10. So got to watch out for it.
If there's one person that can speak to sliders, it's you, my friend.
That's kind of the running joke is anytime you throw a bad pass, it's the slider's fault.
Indeed, indeed. All right, Kyler Murray in shotgun here. Looks like we've got some three wideouts and a tight end there in the slot. Going with another crossing route. Oh my goodness, what a horrible drop. Do you think the tight end got in Moore's way there? Maybe threw off his vision?
Looked like it could have, but that's a tough one. Wide open. Could have got extra yards too.
Yeah, that he definitely had some racks on racks on racks ready for him if he had caught that ball. Agnew back to return the punt, and he has some blocking in front of him. Ooh, that was a really good return up to the 41-yard line. Lockdown has been enabled. The home team has improved coverage thanks to Madden NFL 22 home field advantage.
I know Sarin, he has about 16 running backs on his roster, I think. So I'm sure he'll probably like to run a little bit.
I can't help but agree with you there. Now, Trevor Lawrence takes the first snap and he immediately turns and hands it off to Robinson, who gets, what is that, 8 yards? Yeah, that's how you get in front of the sticks for sure there. What are you looking for out of Trevor Lawrence here in game number 3 for him?
I think it's important, of course, for him to take care of the football. Don't turn it over. He'll probably be safe with it and run the ball a little bit.
Well, 2 plays in, and exactly what we have is 2 runs. That one, on the other hand, went for a 4 yard loss. Well timed blitz there by the Cardinals. I could not quite see who made that tackle, but definitely what you want to get the sticks back in your favor a little bit for the Cardinals on defense. Man, has anybody taken a snap under center yet? We are 6 plays into this, and everybody has been either in shotgun or pistol. And looky there, we've got another drop. That one, maybe you can say the defender had a little bit of impact there, but DJ Chark, not what you want to see, a drop there. So, Charter, 2 3 and outs. Did you expect this to start off the game?
Now with Madden 22, you think everybody's going to score every drive. So good to see a little defense.
Rondale Moore has that punt return. He gets it only to about the 15. So right now the Jaguars do have a little bit of the field position battle in their favor.
See, I could do a Romo thing and guess the play, but it's kind of cheating since I can see what he's calling.
No, wait till the Jags are on offense, and then you can give that a try. We got some play action here. Kyler Murray had tons of green in front of him, but chooses to take the pass, and it's another drop. Well, probably a little bit of a deflection there, but man, you're a little surprised he passed up the run?
Yeah, he was probably trying to not be accused of cheesing the run a little bit, but he should have ran there, probably 10 yards available.
Yeah, at least. Seeing some crowded box here out of the Jaguars and Saren. And hey, it's a run right there, and it's Chase Edmonds with the carry, only about a yard. Uh, really, you thinking some maybe disrespect to the passing game early out of Saren there?
Yeah, I think he's daring Z-Car to pass the ball. He's just saying, I don't think you can pass on me.
Right now, we have not seen anything to suggest that he can. Like we said, 0 for 3, couple drops. Definitely that Rondale Moore drop is gonna make him have some nightmares later tonight. But 3rd and 9, this is definitely passing territory here. Even I can call that one. I don't even need to see what what Z-Car's calling. Got some motion here. Murray drops back to pass, sees the hook route, and gets it to DeAndre Hopkins. That man could catch the ball in the middle of live fire. He has the best hands in the NFL. A little surprised there, though, that he went to a little bit of a congested throw.
Yeah, that was a good timing throw. Those curls sometimes are hard. The defensive backs will jump them, try to get a pick. Good timing.
Still think we have not seen anyone under center, but I honestly couldn't tell you if the Cliff Kingsbury playbook has anything under center on it, but that's definitely not what you want to see. I didn't happen to take a look at the defensive end there. Was keeping that ball the right call?
No, he should have handed off, but it could have been lag. Sometimes you try to push the button, it doesn't respond. We'll say that it was lag. We won't say it was a bad decision.
All right, all
Give
right.
give him the benefit of the doubt.
I like that. I can do that. All right, so we are here again in shotgun, 3 wide, 1 running back in the backfield with Kyler. He drops back, sees nobody open. He's going to run. Oh, some tiptoe action there out of James. Was that James Conner? I believe that was James Conner with the tiptoe action, giving the Cardinals 5 yards. Impressive catch there.
Yeah, made it a somewhat short 3rd and 7, so that's at least manageable 3rd down.
Definitely still only 1 set of plays in the playbook though for this one, and he's probably going to be passing. And we won't confirm nor deny that. Like again, since we can see his plays, but Kyler Murray drops back to pass, sees Connor in the flats, but he cannot stay in bounds. We've got another punt. 3 total
Yeah,
possessions in. What is going on here? Is this Madden 22 we're playing?
yeah, it seemed like that play he could have stayed in the pocket a little longer, waited for something to come open, but he probably just thought the pressure was there.
Not too bad of a punt there. Puts the Jaguars on the 21-yard line. Technically, the Jags still have somewhat of a field possession advantage here, but definitely, I think Z-Car can be okay making the Cardinals go at least 79 yards should the Cardinals score a touchdown here.
Well, I don't know what the play called was, but this looks like a pass.
Thank you for that expert analysis, and it is indeed a pass. Crossing route to Trey Burton. He gets him 6 yards. Staying in front of the sticks there, but hey, last drive it did not matter much as we saw the Jaguars. I don't even think they got a yard. In fact, they went backwards the next 2 plays.
Yeah, you could tell they're playing it close to the vest, trying not to turn it over.
3 wide here, and it's a handoff to David Johnson. This was a guy that Saren made sure to bring in right away. Not quite sure why the Texans gave up on him. They're still kind of hurting for a running back, but I mean, I guess Kerryon Johnson's now carrying the load, so to speak, for the Texans team. But the rare interdivision trade.
Yeah, he likes Big Johnson. He's a pretty good running back.
So I've heard. Johnson again takes the handoff, and he gets 8 yards this time, setting up, or excuse me, they give him a generous spot, give him 9. So we have not only our first down, or no, I'm sorry, it's the first Jaguars first down of the ball game, but we are quickly on our way to first down number 2. Only need 1 more yard.
Yeah, he's getting the running game going. That's good. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field.
Matriculating the ball down the field. This looks like a chunk play, and it is. Tiptoeing along the sideline up to the 39-yard line. We now have a team finally, over 6 minutes into the broadcast, we have a team finally in scoring position.
There we go. Now we can get something going.
Now
maybe get close to scoring.
Now we know what Madden 22 looks like. All right, we have a
quiet in the crowd.
Quiet in the crowd and under center. We got some theatrics going on here in Duval.
It might have been the first under center play of the game.
I believe it was.
Getting old school. Well, I'm about 70 years old, so I like plenty of running game. Just run the ball 80% of the time.
Trevor Lawrence is dropping back to pass. Screen is set up. Well, no, it's not, because it goes right to the ground, probably where it should have went, due to the defensive linemen actually staying quite aware and following their blockers to the screen action.
Yeah, it looked like Saren wisely used the right click on the right stick mechanic to just throw it away. That's a new feature, I think, this year.
Shotgun handoff here to Robinson, and he cuts inside and finds a good yard, or good 12, 15 yards there. I didn't quite do the math in time to tell you how many yards that was, but a 3rd and 8 run call. Controversial or no?
That was a smart play because it was unexpected.
I agree with you there wholeheartedly. The folks that get bummed out on 3rd and long run plays can kick rocks. But we've got ourselves here a corner route. DJ Chark diving, gets caught in midair and still gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Yeah, that was a perfect play call against Tampa 2, it looked like. He had corner route right over the corner that dropped down and tried to cover that out route, and he had it wide open. That's one of those Tampa 2 beaters, and he was looking for it.
Very well done. Very well done by the Jaguars and Saren there. If it sounds like I'm getting a little distracted, it's because I am. I'm trying to get our first guest of the program into the show, and I'm suddenly forgetting how to let someone into a private voice channel. So excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just don't know what to do with your hands.
So that's exactly what's going on right now. So whatever happened there, the ball is now on the 23. I know it was a kickoff. This is an awful night of football, folks. We're trying to really live up to the name.
Oh, it was a great, amazing return.
Kyler Murray starts off in pistol here, and he gives to Chase Edmonds, and he goes nowhere. I think he actually lost a yard there. He did, in fact.
We've got the dreaded shaking screen home field advantage thing kicking in, an M factor. You'll see it here in a second.
So whatever I might have done.
Here it is. Look, there we go.
I think it's because I actually unlocked the channel, so I need to lock this up real quick in case any hijackers get silly here. But our first guest, oh my goodness, I'm Charter. Just cut me off and tell me about this chunk play that's going on right now. But
that's Max Williams with a long catch.
Needless to say, we do have our first guest of the evening on the program with us. None other than the Buffalo Bills user, Keller. Welcome aboard, Keller.
Thanks for the invite, guys. I've been staring at Jay's beautiful face for the broadcast.
Oh, you're choosing to see my face rather than the game action. That's you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, that's I would not call that a compromise whatsoever.
Oh, you've got a face cam going. Wow.
I do. You know, I told you that we were looking at it, and then I had HGR build me out a nice little overlay for the broadcast, and it all just works out so nice. But speaking of things that are not nice, loss of 7 there for the Cardinals. Big time sack, not what you want to see. Any surprises so far? Keller, you surprised a little bit? Kyler
Yeah.
Murray's not running the ball as much?
Surprise lack of offense given the games I've been in. Granted, I'm not the best, but I expect every game to be a shootout, I guess.
Well, we got a screen pass here, and it's not going very far. Chase Edmonds gets tackled after about a 6-yard gain. I've always been a little bit surprised by that. When you get blockers out in front, but yet the running back runs past them. How frustrating is that, Charter?
That's pretty frustrating. I mean, you want them to just kind of stay in front of you, but your running back drifts over the sideline, and there you are, just out there by yourself, no blockers.
So we got another 3rd and long here for the Cardinals. Looks like we've got bunch formation out on the right-hand side. Oh, forcing the pass into traffic, and I don't think that was intercepted on the first attempt at the catch. I think that was the second. Kyler Murray, what are you doing trying to make a tackle there? But he attempts to and slows down C.J. Henderson enough for the rest of the Birds to come get him. But golly, not what you want if you're Z-Car there.
Yeah, that was a bad pass, but looked like I can see the replay here. Yeah, it tipped it down to somebody else. Huh?
Yeah, no, you're right. That was a tip down to a linebacker who put it right back in Henderson's breadbasket. Couldn't get any more fortunate for the Jaguars there. Oh my gosh, speaking of fortunate, look at that bowling ball. Robinson just bullying through people, gets him a hard 4 yards. With that being said, speaking of hard action there, Keller, season like you, or like me, I should say, treating you a little rough so far?
Yeah. Yeah, taking off time in between cycles is a really tough adjustment when you come back, as it turns out. So it just thinks that the team is primed for a deep run, and I am not primed to give it to them.
Speaking of prime, we got Laviska, whatever his name is, Mr. Chenault out there looking like prime time along the sidelines, getting about, 20, 30 yards there. That was quite a big chunk play. Keller wanted to actually get a shout out here. This is the first time I think we have heard your voice in any kind of organized gaming format since the half-loaded game reviews. Do you remember those?
I do remember the game reviews, yeah. I somehow got signed up to do all of them, and then I did a couple, and then they went away.
We got a little trickeration here. We got David Johnson on an end-around jet pass, and he gets about 20 yards there. What a play. I thought that actually looked like it was defended pretty well in the beginning. What happened there, Charter?
That's some good stick work by Saren. He's good with the stick. He likes to hold the stick. He's got good control
Likes to
of it.
shake the stick. I mean, he does it all.
He's good with the stick.
Personally, I like it when he pounds the stick. But anyway, we got David Johnson going right up the middle for another decent gain, 8 yards there. Man, the Cardinals need a stop in the worst way. The Jags have suddenly found what Madden 22 is all about and moving the ball with ease.
Yeah, he's having no trouble right now. I think this is going to be a run or a pass. Tony Romo.
Well, it is a pass, and it is another dive into the end zone. Z-Car, you gotta make those dives pay. You gotta hit them, get that ball out.
Now, right now, 14-0. We're going to see if Z-Car, if he sticks to his game plan, doesn't get crazy. Sometimes you get down and you start trying to chunk it downfield and get away from your game plan. We'll see what he does. Now back to Keller. I found it interesting. The team kind of picked up and played a little better after the whole team got put on the trade block. So I think it woke him up a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm hearing that I am on a little bit of a delay, so I do apologize for that. Just pretend I'm calling the action in real time.
I can neither confirm nor deny any trade block reports. We don't pay attention to social media.
Well, it went from 8 picks to a win, playing good. So I think it got at least Josh Allen's attention.
I think we followed it up with 3 interceptions and 2 fumbles in week 3. So
Well, I mean, I can't
we got a
remember
long
the
way to go.
bad stuff. Yeah.
I would, so maybe I was confusing because I'm bouncing back and forth between Discord and Twitch chat and everything. Can people in the Twitch chat actually confirm or deny whether my commentary is on delay? Give you a perfect example here. Well, actually, the play just ended, so I can't. I'll call this next play in real time. That from what I'm seeing, and you tell me whether or not it is on delay. What about when you hear me, Charter? When you hear me speak, am I on a delay or?
No, it sounds right online when I hear it.
Okay.
Now, I did drink a glass of sangria, so I don't know. It might be a little bit different.
Well, we got Kyler Murray dropping back, and you know what? I will say one thing that is definitely helping out the Jaguars is interior pressure. They are getting quite the interior pressure, and it has made a difference in this one. Andy Lee on to punt yet again. This might break a record for punts in awful in the 22 cycle thus far. Agnew does take the return back to about the 41-yard line, but man, Cardinals need a shot in the arm here.
Yeah, how many punts is that now? Like 15? It's getting a little out of hand.
Definitely. And it sounds like I just totally misread the Discord chat and we're actually right online. So that's perfect. So we got Trevor Lawrence here in shotgun. Got Trey Burton a little bit in an up man position, a little bit between guard and tackle. Ooh, nice little. Speaking of tackle, Isaiah Simmons, way to shoot through the gap there and make that stop.
Yeah, great stick there by Zcar.
Isaiah Simmons is like the perfect safety / linebacker for Madden.
Yeah.
It's a good user player.
Full of athletic talent and just absolutely what you want in your user linebacker for sure. Trevor Lawrence dropping back here on 2nd and 11, and he's got a nice check down, but a drop. Ooh. Of Trevor Lawrence's 3 incompletions, 2 of them have been drops. So not what you want when you're trying to support the rookie, but hey, you're up 14-0.
Yeah, he heard footsteps on that one.
In shotgun, once again, Trevor Lawrence takes the snap. He's got all day and still makes a bad pass. That was risking it there. Tried to push it down the field with limited real estate to work with and nearly paid for it.
Wow, that should have been picked probably. He was fortunate.
Someone tell me what Saran was seeing there.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Is he trying to throw a hitch, a comeback, and it's a bad throw? Or I just don't even understand maybe hit the wrong button?
Looked like a comeback, and maybe the timing was off a little bit.
Got it.
But unless he hot routed there, looking at the play art in the Madden advanced view after the play, it looked like it was all verticals. I wonder if maybe he did a low throw modifier to make him come back. Oh, here we go. James Conner getting out in the open field.
He had Isabella on the crosser too.
There we go. Zcar finally getting some offense going. Saren probably had the same problem I do. Just look down the first read and just never get off of it.
That is me.
Can we debate this? Can we debate the Saran? Is that already been put to bed?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Saran wrap.
Right.
Saran, but
Right.
I say Saren. I don't know.
And I mean, this is the Serantics, so I think he's trying to tell us with his mix of his gamer tags that this is very much a Saran situation. Oh, Isabella just outrunning people there on the outside. I thought that play was DOA, but when you've got the speed that Isabella does, you can be fast and loose.
You'd be running that to Rondell Moore, I would think, wouldn't you?
If you're looking oh, go ahead, Charter.
I was just going to say, Isabella, he's one of those great Madden players, not so good in real life.
Yep.
Kind of combos there.
Rondale's
Speed.
Really fast too, though.
Yeah.
I think when you're looking at straight line speed, Isabella does have the edge, but if you're looking for shiftiness, Rondale's your guy, that's for sure. Speaking of shiftiness, James Conner could have used some shiftiness there to get off of the tackle, but not to be. Keller, I want to get one more question in here for you before we do have to let you go, and got some other guests lined up. ultimately, how you feeling about your cycle? I know it's off to a rough start, but what are you trying to achieve? Through what the 7 seasons we're going to have here in the Afterwork Football League.
Yep. Feel terrible, as expected. Lots of interceptions. I'd say season one accomplishments would be, being able to read the defenses better and stop throwing INTs. I mean, the pieces are there to be a good team. I'm not there yet. So that the goal is to just get better. That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, Keller, I do thank you so much for joining us this evening. Hope you maybe come back for another episode or two.
Sure.
But yeah, it was great having you. You take it easy.
Thanks, guys. See you.
So, Charter, something there that has been the theme of this game so far: interior pressure from the Jaguars. Now, I haven't brushed myself up too much on the Jaguars' defensive line, but did you see that when you did your quote unquote advanced scouting for this game?
I didn't really do any advanced scouting, but but they have some good interior players. But I'm glad we got down the bottom of the Saran. So now Saran, say it right.
I mean, I'm only guessing. Did something happen in chat that confirmed that? I mean, I was only guessing because his gamer tags have suggested that we should be doing the Saran.
Yeah, I saw it in the chat that it's Saran like the nerve agent.
Okay.
So I guess that clears it up. Elmo says because he is toxic and gets on our nerves.
Oh, okay. Great
So it
points
makes
there.
sense.
Great points there.
I mean, he is probably the second most toxic player in the league behind MB.
But yet he didn't get the Toxic Bowl named for him.
Yeah. Now, who got that?
That would be none other than Otto and NB.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you got to throw Otto in there. Outside zone verticals. Outside zone verticals.
Excuse my clitty clat of my keyboard here, just trying to get our next guest lined up.
We got a 14-0 game here, and if Z-Car doesn't step it up, it's going to be tough.
Oh, that's a nice step up right there. A big sack from Chandler Jones, a man who in the real world just got, 5 sacks in a single game?
Yeah, he had one of those Madden sack games from like Madden 20.
Oh, man. Well, I can't do a segue with him here because I really don't have anything segue for. But we've got our next guest here, and I'm going to jump off right away, and I'm going to ask you, my friend, is the S silent or is it Isaiah's?
It is Isaias.
Isaias. Totally wrong altogether.
This is gonna blow everyone's mind now that
We got a
I've
muff punt
actually
here.
said it.
But Isaias. I'm saying it correctly?
Yes, sir.
All right. I just don't want to have a if anybody's ever watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, especially these later seasons, Nikolash. No, it's Nikolash.
Yes, I've been watching that.
So, oh my gosh, I've already forgot. See, I've got this old fashioned in me. Isaias, right? I got it again?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you, my friend, are the Chicago Bears. You are a Bears fan. What are you off to? Like a 1-2 start so far this cycle?
It is in fact 1-2. I could not complete the miracle comeback on HGR.
Now we're seeing the week 3 scores rotate through here, and at the time of this scroll through, you are up 7-6. What ultimately happened there?
Turnovers, and more turnovers. And then you're down 48-24.
Oh my gosh. So Charter, be on the lookout for that when the scroll goes by. 48-24.
Yeah.
That game turns all kinds of sideways. But speaking of sideways, whoever made that catch, was that Isabella again? He turned sideways to protect that ball, keeping him from being hit with a big chunk play. The Cardinals looking to close the half with a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, they're looking to get up 21-0. Well, it'll be 14-7. was confused on the teams. Isabella with a little celebration there after that catch.
Taunting, flag him now, taunting. Oh, that was nearly disastrous. Oh my goodness. We've got but look at that. It would not have mattered anyway. A roughing the passer, giving the Cardinals 15 yards when it looked like all hell was about to break loose.
Such an interesting route on that play.
I'll be the
Just
first.
sprinting straight to the flat.
Well, I've said it on my streams when I'm playing. The sideline just makes things go wonky. Throws just are awful there. Holy shnikes, we've got a hit stick fumble. I'm not even sure that was a catch, but they gave it the catch and fumble, crushing all momentum for the Cardinals. Leighton Vander Esch came away with the fumble recovery. I didn't happen to see who actually laid the lumber.
And right when you think you're going to get another score, hit stick, fumble. It's tough.
Wow, what a hit. This is why, folks, when you're in the Afterwork Football League, there's only one type of catch to make, and that's the A catch.
Yeah, I possession catch too much. Like, I'll be wide open in possession catch and then look like an idiot.
Hey, better safe than sorry. So Isaias, you're gonna make me paranoid. Not you. That's not your fault.
Hit stick.
But how is Justin Fields? Like we're seeing Trevor Lawrence, the rookie quarterback here. How is Justin Fields treating you?
He's been everything I've been expecting and more. He's got the great speed. The accuracy's never been an issue so far, and just need to rein in the interceptions.
So I'm going to ask you just the dumbest question in the world because I feel like it. Was there ever
I love dumb
consideration?
questions.
Was there ever consideration of starting Andy Dalton?
Andy Dalton did not make it past preseason week 1.
So who is your current backup quarterback?
Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles.
There we go. BDN, excuse me.
That's right.
BDK was a friend of mine in high school, but
Also have Jake Browning as the third string because he destroyed my high school once. So shout out Jake Browning.
There we go, and that is oddly enough the same school in which my now starting quarterback went to in terms of colleges because I have moved on to Jacob Eason.
Oh, Wentz got the hook?
Wentz, after an 0-2 start, got the hook. Didn't change things because we're 0-3, but at least it looked better on the eyes with Eason rather than Wentz. We've got a huge field goal attempt here in Jacksonville, and it's good. How long was that?
It was pretty long.
Was that a 62-yard attempt? I want to say he was kicking it on the face of the Jaguar, and I think he was behind it.
He was behind the Jaguar kicking it.
I think it was 60 on the dot.
60 on the dot. Wow, the cojones. But when you've got the sports car of the league, is it? Do they have Lambo? Is that who they have? I'm trying. Didn't see and I can't remember. But man, that's impressive, and it's also crushing if you're Z-Car.
I want to go back to the Andy Dalton thing. It's sad that you cut Andy Dalton. He's got a family, got children to feed, and you just cut the man. I mean, how could you do that?
Very easily. And I wished him well, and I hope he gets picked up soon.
Oh, he's still out
Fair
there?
I'm going to be honest, once I released him, I stopped paying attention.
I mean, he is great at the check down. So, I mean, if you need a good check down throw, Andy Dalton's your guy.
Interesting decision.
If my numbers are anything to indicate, we don't believe in the check down.
Interesting decision there not to go with the possession catch for Rondale Moore. And, man, Z-Car living on the edge, man.
Yeah, that was close. That was a close pass. But you got to take chances.
I'm going to ask another dumb question here. Do the Cardinals need 7 here, Charter?
I think they do. I mean, it would be good to get at least 3. But to stay in the game, you got to get 7, I think, here.
Well, that's a nice little play right there. Getting about 7 yards and getting out of bounds to preserve that last timeout. I think if you want 7, you need to get as many natural clock stoppages while getting positive yards as possible, and that means getting out of bounds.
He's got 1 timeout to work with, so let's see what he does.
I missed the very start of this. Who got the kickoff?
The Cardinals had the ball first. How is it that I remember that, but when I'm playing the game, I can't remember what's what?
Yeah, I'd say they got to get 7 too then.
So the Chicago Bears, describe to me what you're looking for out of your team building this cycle.
A team building, I'm actually feeling really good about the offense, which obviously when you have the best rookie quarterback, it's easy to feel that way.
Oh my goodness, we got butt naked Rondale Moore here. Sorry to cut you off, but when you got somebody butt naked, you got to call the attention to him. What a play by the Cardinals. Oh, but we've got a booth review. Did he get his feet in?
Yeah. Offense, which
Yes, he did. It is a touchdown for the Cardinals. Sorry, go ahead. Carry on, my friend.
I think for team building, the main issue is just going to be getting that secondary up to something respectable, because right now it's still Gary and Conley helps, but it's still struggling. But I mean, with how the game's playing right now, I don't know what it's going to take for that to actually matter.
Now, I'm going to, since I made the mistake of not asking Keller this question, I do apologize. But with the way that the Afterwork Football League is run with sim seasons, don't you find an added pleasure in the team building to know that if you build it well enough, you can still get a ring out of this?
Hey, I love the sim seasons personally. I'm not only focusing on those like some other people may or may not be, but I do enjoy going all out for sim seasons. Never tank.
Sounds like you're calling somebody out with that. So go ahead and just tell us it's Chuck. I mean, just confirm that now.
It may or may not be the San Diego Chargers.
Los Angeles. let's put it.
They did lose them.
Let's put a dollar in the swear jar. It's the Los Angeles Superchargers.
So true or false, he's going to be on vacation until the sim season.
I'll answer
All I
that.
know is
That's true.
he went on a boat and has not been heard from since.
I mean, I'll take the 2 free wins, but I probably would have got those anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, you would have.
Hey, as long, I mean, can you confirm or deny that T-Pain is on that boat with him? I'm on a boat? I got it. No. Okay. All right. I'm going to see myself out with that one. But second half action is underway. And my goodness, we cannot emphasize enough how big that touchdown was for the Cardinals there. Trevor Lawrence is going to try and get the points right back, hands it off to David Johnson. Jaguars trying to start off the second half like they left off the second with a strong run game. Is that ultimately the key to victory for the Jaguars the rest of the way here in this one, Charter?
Yeah, it seems like that. I mean, like your reference of welcome back Cotter, they need to welcome back the run game.
For those who might have missed it, Pod Awful for the Madden 22 cycle had its debut episode dropped earlier today, so you can find it wherever you find your podcast by searching the Tundra Take Podcast Network. It is hosted by yours truly and can be found, like I said, wherever you find your podcasts. My personal preference is Spotify. That's what I linked in our Discord, but you can find it wherever you listen to your podcasts. With that being said, we've got action here on the field again. 3rd and inches. David Johnson gets the first down. Only his 5th carry of the game. That's kind of surprising. I feel like he's carried the ball a lot more, but he is also a pass catcher, so wouldn't be surprised if that's where I'm getting his touches confused. Not like I get my touches confused anywhere else, but hey, we've got a flag on the play here as the screen pass sets up nicely.
I think it's roughing.
And roughing it is. 8 yards plus 15. Not what you're looking for in starting this half if you're Z-Car. He says,
He needs to give Johnson more touches.
John Johnson? John Johnson's on the Browns.
No, he needs to give Johnson more
Oh,
touches.
Johnson. Okay. I thought I heard John Johnson. I was gonna say that guy's a safety on the Browns. Um, we
Probably
got.
caught one of my passes this week.
Speaking of, I was gonna say, speaking of defenders catching passes, another risky throw by Saran there. Isaias, I mean? If you're looking at this and you're seeing this as like game study, anything sticking out? Let's just tackle it from Saran's standpoint first, since he's got the ball. Anything you're seeing here that you're like, I can key in on that?
Not specifically for game planning wise. I just think that the main thing I'm noticing is actually from Z-Car. Sorry to just ignore your question, but I think Z-Car's got to step up in the pocket more and just wait, because there's not a pass rush coming.
See, you mentioned that you're not seeing a pass rush coming, but Charter and I have noticed, at least in the first half, that first drive, or excuse me, that last drive, not so much, but prior to that final drive of the first half, there was a lot of internal pressure coming from the Jaguars.
I think that has something to do with it feels like he's just looking for one read, and then if he doesn't see it, bailing. And then when you bail early, that can create that. I think if he just sits there and maneuvers in the pocket, then he'll have more options.
Well, if Z-Car happens to watch this VOD, video on demand, he's just got the playbook there. What to stick around for? Stay set in the pocket and just maneuver a little bit and get your reads down. But we've got Jaguars inside the 10-yard line. Robinson gets caught with the shoestrings at the 6. 2nd and goal for the Jaguars. I'm not going to proclaim anybody dead at this point, but a Jacksonville touchdown here on a long drive to open the second half. What does that do for Z-Car's morale, Charter?
That makes it really tough. It's not impossible, but he really needs to at least hold to a field goal here.
I would definitely
JJ Watt with a good play.
Is that the first time we've actually seen JJ Watt do anything in this game?
Yeah, I think he's been hanging out on the sideline or something.
Getting that massive brace adjusted or something. Oh my goodness, we have 2 consecutive option-related plays with Lawrence here, and that one includes a shovel pass. Robinson gets in the end zone. Crushing blow if you're the Cardinals, but great play call by Saran there.
Yeah, he likes that little shovel pass play. He's been practicing it.
Great play.
Then he goes for the McGregor walk celebration. I mean, it's insult to injury.
Well, Isaias, I want to send you out here with one final question, similar to what I did Keller here. Ultimately, you two, I mean, like me and Keller, kind of off to maybe a less than ideal start than we would have liked here in season 1. But what are you looking to achieve? What are some of your short-term goals and long-term goals here in the Madden 22 cycle?
Short term, win the division. Still think that that's on the table. It's got to clean up the mistakes, because besides the turnovers, offense has been golden. And long term, be better than everyone, because I want to be better than everyone.
I'm better than you, and you know it. But anything specific? Anything specific that you're looking for, like on the field? Like Keller mentioned, limiting turnovers. Anything that or just getting better? Just phase by phase. Anything that you can say that you're looking for out of this?
Just stay smart and consistent versus every now and then throwing out a crazy bomb like you just saw right there that wasn't really open.
Just right into the single high coverage.
Right into it. Saran's probably a little upset that the interception didn't get completed there. But, ooh, wow.
And I have one thing to say before I go. I think it's Saran. And good day.
Okay. So we've got Isaias there signing off with the vote of the Saran name. So we'll probably debate this. This will be like on Hard Knocks when the Browns were on, if it's Tyrod or Tyrod.
Yeah. It's saran wrap. Let's see, saran wrap. I don't know.
I know when I
It's
go to
tough.
the grocery store and need something to keep my not delicates, what's the perishables, to help keep my perishables fresh, I get saran wrap. I don't know what you get.
I get saran wrap for my perishables.
Well, let's go back to the third down play for the Cardinals. There, angle route was coming open, and again, Isaias, love you, buddy. Not trying to throw shade. Interior pressure once again.
Yeah, I didn't notice who the person that got pressure on him was, but he's getting some good inside pressure, which Saran, he likes to use of the D line, so I don't know if he did there or not.
I don't believe that one was out of the user D line. Just still some great pressure there out of the inside.
We're in danger of this game getting out of hand, and it's a real crucial drive for Z-Car to make a stop because you don't want to go down 31-7. That would be tough.
We're starting to see some aggressive defensive play calling out of Z-Car as well. He did bring pressure, I think, both of the first two downs here. And at least with the look he's showing, pressure's coming here.
He's starting to get that Keller engage 8 mentality here.
Way to throw shade at our first guest long after he's off the show. Generous spot here. Wow. First down for the Jaguars. That's a backbreaker. Although I will say, Saran's probably going for it on 4th and inches there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he's not going to show any mercy up 24/7.
Especially when the foot on throat is on the table, which it is right now with this drive.
Yeah, I haven't seen BR with any foot on throat post here lately. I don't know if it's because he's 1-2, kind of struggling, but usually he's pretty cocky. So I wonder what's going on there.
How long have you waited to bust out some shade onto BR?
Me.
You've been wanting to bust. The way that came out of your mouth, you were ready. Like, that's been sitting, like, shade towards him has been there all game long. Like, you've just been waiting for the right moment.
I don't know if he's watching or not, but hopefully he catches it. And I may or may not have had it written down on a notepad. I mean, who knows?
Well, as we get our jabs in here, we've got the Jaguars marching right down the field. Now in the red zone, this is looking troublesome for the Cardinals. They desperately need a turnover here. Trevor Lawrence has nowhere to go with the ball, so he just throws it away. Smart play. How big is just throwing the ball away for Madden players?
Yeah, that's a huge thing. It's hard to do. You always want to make that play, but just the throwaway is really good sometimes.
Ooh, handoff here, and Robinson gets 9 yards. Man, after you get a nice stop on first down, to give up 9 yards right after, that's a real kick in the pants.
It seems like when you get to the second half, I don't know if it has something to do with fatigue or what, but once you get up, if you choose to run the ball, it just becomes like huge holes. Big Johnson going up to the hole. I mean, it's
just penetrating the middle.
Comes easier.
Big
I say
stop. Big stop. Well, that was JJ Watt. That's one aspect of it, but another aspect of it, going on the outside. The bread and butter there has been, between the guards, really. Not quite sure why the outside run, but hey, I mean, it's still 3 points for the Jaguars.
Yeah, he ran right toward J.J. Watt, which doesn't seem too good of an idea.
No, especially if you're not wanting a bear hug.
That was actually the second time we've seen J.J. Watt do anything. I mean, I figured he would have a bigger impact.
I would have thought as well, but we're also not hearing we're not calling Chandler Jones's name that much. Other than that one sack he had, Chandler Jones has been relatively quiet.
Yeah, I think Saran has gotten the ball out quick, and that's kind of helped.
James Conner takes the handoff here, and he's going to get 8 or 9 yards to start this drive. Not something that I would have. I mean, it's still the third quarter, still a long ways to go. But how many running plays are you taking out of your playbook right now? About 90% of them, or is it the playbook still pretty wide open?
Well, I think this early, I mean, it's almost into the third quarter, but I think you don't want to completely abandon the run because then they can tee off on the pass and it makes it a lot harder.
Oh, what a bad drop there. Rondale
Mm,
Moore, number 2 in terms of bad drops on the evening. Man, you got to have that one.
yeah, that was tough. Maybe he should have possession caught it. I don't know if he had time, but yeah, you don't want to give up on the run completely because then they'll guess pass every time, and then the pass rush is just teeing off on you.
Now, I know Kyler is pretty darn good at flipping his shoulder so you can do those off-arm play action. Oh, my goodness. Not what you
Mm,
want there. It looked like he got.
bad read.
Okay. I was actually just about to ask you. I was going to say that I thought it looked like he had gotten maybe the read he wanted, but Allen just making a great play.
Yeah, hey, you might be right. Yeah, it looked like Allen first started going toward the running back, and then he gave him the little okey doke.
Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee with the okey doke there.
More current references. So who's the old guy here? Because you're bringing out Muhammad Ali and Welcome Back Cotter, so I don't know.
Old soul. That's what I'll tell you.
I might be the only one that recognized Welcome Back Cotter.
Oh no, I think everybody
Oh
recognized that one.
man, that was some classic miss hit sticks. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
One miss hit stick, two miss hit stick, three.
Well,
And then
did the first miss hit stick end up being a hit stick on his own teammate? Did that end up being friendly fire?
I think so. And then it looked like he tried a truck stick and then stumbled, and
Yeah.
that's what tackled him.
Everybody just mishandling their sticks there. Oh, but the Jaguars here moving along pretty easily. You know, of course, like we mentioned, Z-Car and the Cardinals making those last-ditch, need the ball, need to create a turnover type tackling. I wouldn't even call that technique, but you know that's kind of what we're seeing here, the desperateness that we're seeing out of the Cardinals. Is it too early to go to that well? Should you still be breaking down and wrapping up?
Should be, but it's tough to do. I mean, this Madden has been harder to deliver the big hit sticks, and so you're seeing some guys that are used to doing that whiffing a little bit more, and so it's kind of had a little learning curve going on.
I'll be honest, there's been some dive tackle animations that I have typically relied upon. Ooh, big broken tackle there, but a big hit stick following it. I thought we were actually going to see a first down after what should have been a loss of about 5. But as I was saying, some dive animations not being successful as they would be in previous cycles. So just tackling in general has been a little difficult.
Yeah, one of the keys is using your strafe button, and if you mistime it, you can look bad. But to break down, that's the left trigger is the strafe button, and that helps you not to get juked out as much. And you can use the wrap up tackle. I think it's the A button,
Yes.
and that helps a little bit more with get a better tackler. But I know it's hard not to use the hit stick.
Wow, there's some interior pressure again out of the Jaguars.
Is Isaias? I think that's that how you say it?
Isaias.
It's Isaias.
Yes.
I think he was watching a different game than we were because the Jaguars have been getting inside pressure a lot.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray has not had a ton of time.
I'm at the point where if I'm Z-Car right now, I'm looking at sprint outs. You know, the playbook is still relatively open enough to call some boots you got to get outside the pocket here at this point.
He's got the shaking screen. I think that's paranoid. M factor is open. He's backed up, 3rd and 12, 6-yard line. I mean, it's a tough spot to be in right now.
So we got a 3rd and 12 here. Zcar went with a run to try and just get himself some breathing room on this play. Cardinals absolutely need this play here. They're not going to get. Oh, actually, excuse me, Chase Edmonds with a great catch and run. I did not see the check down there, but great call going to the check down there by Zcar.
Yeah, that was a great location. I don't know if he meant to do it, but it looked like he led the receiver to the outside and gave him some running room. It was a great throw, great check down.
And I noticed.
And that's one thing that Madden guys don't. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say I did notice there's some interior pressure of the user variety. So Saran is definitely user in the middle there.
Yeah, we'll see if he does it again, but he likes to. Yep, he's on the defensive end that time. He likes to use the D line, especially when you're up 27-7. You want to get pass rush. It is when you get good at it. It's a good way to get some pass rush.
Another first down there for the Cardinals. If you know, I know you noticed, but if the viewing audience happen to notice, we are seeing some hurry up out of the Cardinals, and that is desperately needed. Oh, man, I thought Connor may, on that toss, have had something further outside, maybe dip behind that perimeter blocking.
Yeah, he ran the ball like I do, just right toward the defender.
Gotta love that. Kyler Murray dropping back with the pass there. He has an open receiver in Rondale Moore. Hits him, but stopped just short of the first down. I would have gone up tempo there. Not sure what we're doing huddling, but that's just me.
I think one of the biggest things with this Cardinals team is just using those quick guys over the middle, underneath routes, letting them run. There's another good one.
Yeah, nice over the middle find there. But we do have a Cardinal down. It looks like an offensive lineman in Winters. If that's one thing that I will say that over the last few cycles that Madden has implemented that I'm not too crazy about, but I understand the realism of it, is offensive line injuries.
It hurts when you get that off-ball offensive line injury.
Murray here in shotgun once again, drops back, sees the open Connor. Oh, what a shoestring tackle that stops the play from Ooh, I saw the diagnosis there. Torn labrum. That's bad.
Yeah, he tried to click it real quick so no one would see it, but that was rough. That's a multiple week injury there.
Now, I know it was later on, game was already developed and whatnot, but Charter, just talk with me a little bit about the new IR. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay, he's out of bounds inside the 3, but the new IR rules in the NFL, being able to bring back a guy after just 3 weeks of missed action, three games. It has to be 3 games. A bye week can't be in there. But how huge is that just for roster manipulation and just anything else in the real NFL?
Yeah, I wish that would have came into the current Madden, but I think Swami said that because they weren't going to keep that as a rule, they didn't change it in Madden. But yeah, in real life, that helps a lot because sometimes guys just get a 2 or 3 week injury, and you can bring somebody off the practice squad to fill their spot. But with us, I think we're stuck with, 8 weeks before you can bring a guy back?
8 weeks and only 1 designated to return injured reserve individual.
Yeah, so it would have been nice if they got that in, but I mean, you don't want to have too much stuff get brought in and then mess around and be broken.
Agreed.
I know that never happens. Nothing's ever broken in Madden, but
nothing at all. Yeah, but I mean, I I've been on this soapbox before that I've never quite understood, A, why you can't bring all 53 guys to the game day roster, and B, why you have to keep an injured player on your active roster if you're not going to use them for multiple weeks. But while we were on our injured reserve soapbox there, the Cardinals did find the end zone. It's a 13-point game, elected to go ahead and kick it deep and play some defense, already using one timeout after the run stuff there. What would you have done in this situation?
I mean, I think he's doing a good thing. Got a good plan going. I mean, it's a ball game now if he can make a stop.
Trevor Lawrence does drop back to pass, and what is Saran's making some questionable decisions here with some of these throws. That was, again, forced into coverage, gives the Cardinals a free clock stoppage.
I would have been just running and running and running and running.
Especially with the success they've had on the ground. But Lawrence, again, another pass, drops back. Oh, well-timed curl, sits right in the soft spot. First down, Cardinals.
I guess that's why he's better than me, because he can actually complete a pass when he needs to.
Well,
that was a good read
to have Trevor Lawrence on your side.
Yeah, which I don't have an excuse since I have somebody good too.
Staying aggressive, another pass here, and it's about another 10 yards. In fact, it's 10 yards on the nose and a first down. Do you think Saran saw the timeout and he's like, foot on throat?
Yeah, yeah, and you're starting to see some aggressive defensive play calls too.
Here's a handoff, and it only gets back to the line of scrimmage for the Jaguars. But I think that the damage is certainly done here with 2 first downs. Already Z-Car not calling any timeouts here. Would this have been a timeout situation for you?
At this point, you might want to wait till the 2-minute warning and just see if you can make a stop. But it's definitely getting rough at this point. Oh, there we go.
Oh, huge sack. There goes timeout number 2. And I don't know about you, I saw Trevor Lawrence rearing back that arm. We nearly had a fumble.
Yeah. He was, whatever happened, the first read was taken and the pass rush got there. Let's see if he can make a stop here.
3rd and 25. If you are the Cardinals, this is ultimately your game. And it's a quarterback draw. Great play call, I will say, out of Saran there. I can tell you he probably didn't expect to see the offensive line or the defensive lineman make the tackle while engaged, but good play call, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, J.J. Watt saw it coming. He got another J.J. Watt sighting.
I tell you what, were you scared at all when you saw that tackle come in a little high, maybe a little face mask action?
Yeah, that scares me. Anytime I lose, usually I'm getting cheated somehow.
Always.
I mean, it's never a fair thing if I lose. If I win, it's been a fair game.
I mean, yeah, definitely. That's how it's supposed to be. So we got a big stop there by the Cardinals, coming out chucking early, out of reach there. I would say good first down play call. It was there. I mean, the defender had him a little bit in his pocket, but if that throw is on target, that's at least a secure catch first down.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the numbers there. Kyler Murray's had a pretty good game. He's only thrown 1 interception, almost 300 yards, so he's not doing bad. If they can get a quick touchdown, they've got a chance here.
You're rolling the dice, though, with the Madden onside kick mechanics. I swear that is never – that's one thing they've gotten – ooh, nice catch there along the sideline by Rondale, excuse me. But that's one thing that you can pretty much rely on, that onside kicks are going to be true to life with their success rate, about 0.5%.
Yeah, the only way you can get one, I guess, would be if you do like the Cowboys against the Falcons last year, and the Falcons
Watermelon ball.
Players just watch it.
Just watch it. Just watch the wiggle. Oh, not what you want there when you're trying to come back from 13 down. That's Richard Sherman there with the interception. Signed off of the free agent pool by the Jaguars, but that will pretty much put an end to this one.
Yeah, I could see what he was trying to do. He had the guy behind him a little bit, He wanted to kind of lead him deeper than he did, but it just didn't quite work out. And in natural Madden fashion, Richard Sherman could start playing free safety immediately.
But look at this. Jacob Hollister here on the reception with a big chunk play. Saran says, I don't care if you have no timeouts. Foot is going on throat.
Yeah, he wants to add a little bit of yards. He might have a little what you call
Are you
it?
saying a dev scenario?
You never know. He could, you can choose them now, so maybe he chose like passing yards or something.
Oh, we've got
no.
a torn labrum from Allen. Oh, that has got to hurt for the Jaguars. They're going to win this battle, but maybe lose the war. That is a huge, huge loss for the Jags.
That's the second torn labrum we've had in this game. I don't know what a labrum is, but it doesn't sound good.
Supposedly it's inside of your shoulder. I don't know for sure, but we still have passing action here out of the Jaguars and out of bounds. All right, I just got to go ahead and ask this. Is he doing this for television?
It seems like it because, why not just run the ball? But maybe he wants to get this last first down, then he can kneel it.
I don't know about you, but I'd be kneeling it already. I would have kneeled it on second down, but nope, still passing the ball here. Robinson hits the open field. First down. Hopefully this is ball game. But hey, for the debut episode of An Awful Night of Football, this was a good game.
Oh, look at him going.
Look at this. He's going 3 wide here.
He is not in kneel down formation. Not going to be in victory formation.
Charter, at this point, are you sliding into the DMs and your opponent and saying, WTF, mate?
Yeah, it seems like you should just kneel it down here, but, maybe Saran doesn't like to kneel before Z-Car.
I don't know. I've got it on good authority that Saran's good on his knees.
Ow.
Oh, but look at that. He throws an incompletion, and
we go.
now we are in the victory formation. I wonder if Z-Car did slip him a little something like, hey, bro, I know we're on TV, but chill.
Oh, he slipped him something, all right.
Well, we've got the first kneel of what'll be 2 here. Charter, man, this was a blast. I'm looking forward to doing this every week with you. Anything that you didn't get a chance to get out while we were calling the game?
No, I had a good time, and I'm looking forward to more of these. It was a good game. He almost made it a comeback there at the end, but Saran, I don't know how you say his name, but he played a good game. It always comes down to turnovers, which I don't know what the turnover battle looked like this game, but usually if you can limit that, you got a good chance to win in Madden.
I believe it finished at 4-1 with the deciding turnover being that huge hit stick fumble at the end of the first half. But yeah, no, like I said, this was tons of fun. Look forward to doing it with you every Tuesday night here on my Twitch. Hoping to have it simulcast on the Afterwork Football League Twitch as well. But again, Charter, was a blast doing it with you. Had a lot of fun. And until next week, this was an awful night of football. Make sure to check out the Pod Awful podcast wherever you do find your podcasts, searching the Tundra Take Podcast Network or just Pod Awful. Either way, that's POD space AWFL. For Charter, I have been JFace907, and until next week, let's have some fun, y'all. Let's play some football.